evening, my fellow Tottenham fans, and welcome back to the Irish Hotspur with your boy Dave. And hopefully you're all keeping well and got off to a great start to the week, given that today is Monday. I also apologise about my absentee midway through last week as well. My internet router decided it would crap itself, so I had to wait for a new one to be delivered and reinstalled. And your boy is back up and running, as you can see, and just in time as well, as Alistair Gold via Football London put out an article this evening talking about Tottenham's summer transfer plans and the potential business Spurs could do in each position. This comes off the back of an interview that Ange Postecoglou gave earlier on in the month, where he said, I think we'll look to strengthen all areas of the park come the end of the season. We've got a lot of work to do still on the squad, and I don't think we're anywhere near where we want to be. Now, the area that drew me most in the article was actually at right back in the fullback area, where it said Tottenham will have a number of potential fullbacks on their radar. Football London understands that Spurs were strongly interested in signing FESTY EBOSELE when he was at Derby County. However, the player did make the move to Udinese, and now the Italian media have linked Tottenham along with a number of other Premier League clubs for a raid for his signature this summer. So there's a few things that I want to break down here. Why right back? Porro has brought back elegance and class to the position that Orion Doherty tarnished. Also, Emerson has been a worthy and capable backup so far this season. So we'll start with Emerson. Personally, I think he's a capable backup. However, I'm sure your guys will tell me your thoughts on him in the comment section below. But Emerson does have 2 years left on his contract, which expires in the summer of 2026. And it is coming to the point this summer that Spurs need to weigh up whether they're going to offer the guy a new contract or look to cash in on him while his value is relatively high. Because what you can't do is let that run down to this next summer where he's got 1 year left on his contract and leave the ball in Emerson's court. So Tottenham will have to make a decision on that come the summer, what they're doing with Emerson. But the other situation at play at right back could be that Tottenham are actually looking to keep Emerson, bring in someone else to compete with him, and look to move Pedro Porro further up the field and vacate him of all his defensive responsibilities, and look to move Porro into a position where he can actually affect the game going forward for Tottenham and help provide a better variety of chances than what we're currently providing at the minute. And I think Porro would be best served at Tottenham if we did move him out of right back and look to move him into either that number 6 or that right wing role, a bit like what Tottenham done with Gareth Bale back in the day from left back to left wing. When you look at his attributes, very similar to what Gareth Bale was. Great at crossing the ball, great passing ability, great technically. And for me, we should look to bring that more out of Porro, and that could be an option that maybe Tottenham are looking to do here with Pedro Porro. Now, I would hazard a guess that Tottenham, our forward plan, and Ange have already made a decision on that right back situation, whether they're going to give Emerson a new contract or not, whether his future lies at Tottenham or not. But either way, it does seem like that Tottenham are looking for fullbacks this summer that are more suited to Ange's ball. And that brings me on to my fellow countryman, FESTY EBOSELE. So we will start with, who is he? Well, he's a 21-year-old who actually hails from Dermot's neck of the woods, County Wexford. He's played 28 times for Udinese this season as a right midfielder with 0 goals and 1 assist. That assist came when he won a penalty against AC Milan at the San Siro, which I think Udinese actually won. EBOSELE also has 3 caps for Ireland, all coming off the bench to play a right wing. He was also part of a very successful Ireland under-21 side as well. But FESTY EBOSELE is not a right winger, nor does he possess the ability to be an effective right winger at the top level, and nor do I think Tottenham are looking to sign him as a right winger. So, why all the interest in him, and especially Tottenham's interest in him if he's not a right winger? Well, he actually came through the Derby youth setup as a right back when Wayne Rooney took over. When Wayne Rooney was in charge, he gave him his opportunity at right wing back, and EBOSELE took it, which earned him his move to Udinese in Italy. When you look at EBOSELE's best attributes, it is his power, his strength, his pace, his athleticism, and his ability to carry and travel the ball and drive forward to cover a large amount of ground in such a short space of time. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like the guy we have at left back in Destiny Edozie, who actually hails from the same club where FESTY EBOSELE is right now? You bet your bottom dollar it does. So when it comes to FESTY EBOSELE, think of Destiny Edozie, but at right back. Does that excite you? Well, let me give you more. Just an example of how quick EBOSELE is. In November, he became the fastest player in Serie A, clocked at a speed of 37.8 kilometers per hour. Now, when you look at what Ange Postecoglou asked of Pedro Porro, he's not really asked too much of him going forward. He asked for him to help transition the ball out from the back, but then sort of tuck in to create a midfielder without really getting on the overlap outside Dejan Kulusevski. And I think this is where EBOSELE will absolutely shine for Tottenham Hotspur. So imagine how good that defence will be, having a Doji, someone very like him over the right-hand side, with a Romero and Van der Ven. I also think Romero and Van der Ven would gain greatly from this signing as well. Doji has the ability to be able to get up and back and cover with great effect because of the pace and the strength that he possesses and how good he is one-on-ones. He's locked up nearly every single defender in the Premier League this season. Well, imagine we had that the other side with FESTY EBOSELE. The defence would be absolutely unbelievable, and that really, really does excite me. Now, when it comes to EBOSELE, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's perfect. Like I said, in the final third, I think, his sort of decision-making drastically needs to improve. I think Doji is miles ahead of him in that regard. When you watch compilation reels, you'll only see the good parts of him, and when you look at a lot of them, you'd say very similar to Destiny Doji, right? But what they won't show you is the bar parts. And what I've seen him coming off the bench from Ireland, especially at right wing in the final third, he leaves a lot to be desired in that aspect. And it is an area where he will need to improve. But I would suggest everybody look at FESTY EBOSELE a bit like young Kyle Walker at Tottenham Hotspur. Not great going forward, but overall, what he offered us in terms of recovery pace allowed us to play a super effective high line. Also helped out the likes of Toby and Jan massively. And, we sort of developed them over the years in that final third. And obviously, Pep Guardiola has developed them a lot better. But EBOSELE could definitely become something similar to Kyle Walker, which is almost a cheat code. Also, throw Ange Postecoglou into that mix. Look how much he's improved players that were, maybe not showing their best ability under previous managers. And also look how new signings have come in and hit the ground running. I'd argue this would be the right move for FESTY EBOSELE to join Tottenham Hotspur. I think Ange will make him a much better player. I think he'd enjoy being here as well. But also, as an Irishman, I think it'd be great for the Ireland team having a guy like this under Ange Postecoglou, who, like I said, will make him a better player. But at 21 years of age, EBOSELE has the potential to become a future star at the highest level at right back. For me, when you look at Tottenham signings down the years, across that back line, all young players with a lot of potential. This one fits that mold. I think it suits Tottenham. I think it suits Ange Postecoglou. I think we should move for him at the end of this campaign. In terms of fee, I know EBOSELE is contracted to Udinese until 2027, so he's got 3 years left on his contract. But he doesn't command a large fee. Irish players in general don't command a large fee. I reckon you'd easily get him for 20 to 30 million, and I think it would be an absolute no-brainer. I think it would give us a different dimension. I think we'd look so much better. So that's my thoughts on the whole FESTY EBOSELE. I thought it was my duty as an Irishman to maybe update you on what he could bring to Tottenham. I know a lot of people would look at right mid, look at his goals and assists, and sort of say Stel Clear is absolutely useless. However, I encourage you to look deeper beyond that, look deeper into his career, where he has excelled and his best attributes. Look at the compilation reels and tell me he isn't the right side equivalent to Destiny Doji. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Good to be back. Good to see you all. Hopefully you're keeping well. And I cannot wait to get back this week. Game at the weekend against Luton and Tuesday night against West Ham. Big week ahead. And tomorrow, if you want a bit more of FESTY EBOSELE, join me for the Republic of Ireland friendly as we take on Switzerland. I will be doing a watch along, and I can do a FESTY EBOSELE watch or update for all you guys. So guys, stay safe. See you all back here tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs. In the mighty hands we trust. We never stop.